Hey guys, super quick. I know the first 13 minutes, the audio is kind of a little janky. But just bear with me a little bit. I tried to fix it the best I could. Other than that, big shout out to Ryan for coming on to the podcast. Big shout out to my boy Elias for connecting us. And other than that, enjoy it.
The type of sex that makes you have to take breaks and like relocate.
Yeah.
And then wipe sweat off, drink a fucking water,
Switch the condom.
hit your vape and condom. You never get pinky toe cramps? You ain't fucking hard enough.
I'll fucking shower in olive oil and whatnot too.
Yeah.
I live life like I'm hunting night terrors 24/7.
Yo.
About to come like 5 minutes.
All right. Sounds good, man. Later.
Bro.
Guys, Jason's roasting me about all my camera setup.
And you're at 34% on the battery?
No, I have a full charge.
Oh, okay.
This is my second one. I'm just charging it.
Nah, bro, that's wild.
Yeah, Jason finds my equipment and I quit. No, shame.
Going down.
One check.
Yeah, go. I'm just telling you. So,
Was that?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good.
this is Brian. Yeah.
So run about Rigo.
There you go.
What's going on, baby?
What's going on, bro?
We're on the Ruben podcast.
People who don't know you, sorry, never mentioned before, that they see you on the grammar son. You want to introduce yourself? Tell me what you're about.
I'm about creating cool shit with cool fucking people. Honestly, everything else is just like, it comes together along the way. Born and raised in Austin. I went to Westwood High School. Hated it. Hated all my motherfuckers that I went to class with.
Yeah.
Not actually hated, but I do dislike you guys. So if you're watching this, there's like a handful of you that I fuck with. I remember y'all bullied me.
Oh,
Okay. What, man? I grew up in Austin. I lived in Khalid for a little bit when I was growing up, younger. Well, we moved to Spicewood Springs area, Anderson Mill. I ended up going to Westford High School. Went to A&M Corpus as well for my freshman year of college.
MOCC.
Tammy fucking CC. I run that city, man. Shout out Corpus. I'll be back, man.
Well, wait. Well, first of all, what motivates you in the gym, like the way that you did? You know what I'm saying?
I always, man, this is all like deep-rooted childhood insecurities and issues. I'm very self-aware at this point. I feel like I do all of that. I have a lot of older friends who got to be in that direction who just were real with me. They called me out on my bullshit, so I just started being honest with myself because it's the easiest way to go about it, rather than just make the people I love, work or unhappy. So I feel like it's just a civic duty that I owe my friends and relatives.
So perform at the level that you do.
Yeah,
I'm saying that
just
not
be
everybody goes to
aware
the
of
gym,
like.
though. It's like you probably, at this point, what, not top 0.1% of like people who go to the gym.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
0.1%. What is that? Like 1 in 100,000? 1 in a million, maybe?
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So I would think you're up there.
I would absolutely put myself there too.
So you think it's an obligation that you owe to somebody, to something bigger than yourself?
Except the gym, no, just self-awareness in general.
Uh-huh.
I mean, all of it's deeper rooted than just working out to look good naked. I mean, at this point, I do work out to look good naked. And the only promise I have left for myself in bodybuilding is to get a pro card. Because that's something I started. I don't even necessarily care for it anymore.
Bodybuilding?
No, I love bodybuilding, but competing
In competitions.
I'm a competitor, but at this point, I already know that I could be better than anyone I want to be better than.
You feel that satisfied with your...
I'm not satisfied, never. I'll continue living the bodybuilding lifestyle and growing just like an actual bodybuilder. I am a bodybuilder. We'll eat the same shit. I will hit my workouts like a fucking dog, and I will get my sleep and my hydration in the best I can. But I might not compete for a little while now after I get my pro card, because these just bigger things that make me more fulfilled and disciplined in my life.
Yeah.
Currently.
Let's get into those.
Okay, word.
So
Well, the whole reason I got into the gym, I forgot to answer. Lifelong athlete, that's the only constant I've ever known that truly made me any sort of happy or fulfilled. Bodybuilding, just being alone with myself and my thoughts, I don't even work out with music. Literally just bask in the sun. That taught me more about myself and still does than anything I've ever done, man. It's just moving some damn weights, but at least it's just me doing it.
Yeah.
It all relies on me, and I needed to.
Other factors.
So I'd always cut corners and lied to myself or never held up my end of the deal to my own promises. And that's why the gym, I made that fucking promise and I won't let myself break it. Because then you lose that trust in yourself. I believe that I can do anything that I fucking say I want to do. I want to buy a fucking Lamborghini end of this year. I probably can make the money to do it. I don't know if I really even care to do that. But, you know, maybe 1 year I will and I'll get that Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But I think that's just like from holding up my end of the deal time after time after time, instead of just like waking up an hour later and, you know, not going to the gym, whatever it is. Not showing up on time for my friend's party, which I still don't. The girls that are going to come and tell you.
Yeah.
But that's my only flaw. But I'm brown, so it's okay.
But you're brown, so it's okay.
I'm on Middle Eastern time, my guy.
Persian guy.
No, we're all Persian, Spanish, Italian.
I'm Mediterranean.
Met a fucking Turanian wall. I'll fucking shower in olive oil, wet between titties. Yeah. Actually, when I like to oil up my girls in olive oil, I'm getting no diddy.
Ask David Rivers.
Found my boy Ryan on the fucking
customer. Podcast is crazy.
Yeah.
So things that make me more fulfilled now.
Yeah.
But genuine fucking connections with people that don't drain or give me energy. I don't want anything but a friend. It's not a transaction. You know, you give something, you can take something, but at the end of the day, the genuine connection is all that matters and is valued most in that friendship. That's what means most to me, bro. There's, like, I know so many fucking people this way.
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag. Like, there was a point where I had nobody in my life. Literally, this year and last year were the only birthdays that I ever had people show up to my birthday or did anything because I was just scared no one would even show. I didn't have anyone invited.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I worked fucking hard to be able to know so many people and be cool with so many people. And form just memories that, you know, drag them out to come to a birthday and they felt like they wanted to celebrate me, and that meant the world to me, more than I expected. But all those little connections, man, they take a lot of work when you start looking around a room full of those people and you're like, damn, I really had intimate days with each of these motherfuckers and moments that made them love me and I love them. So that's priceless to me, man. Your network is also your net worth. To some extent, I don't mean that in like a New York, LA kind of way. It's just genuine. When your network is genuine human connections, then that transaction comes naturally. It's like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But it's going to be like a nice, after you bust the fattest nut of your life, back scratch from the baddest bitch ever. I have one in mind. I won't say her name, but she gives me really good back scratches. Yeah, shout out her.
Sounds dude.
That's top. Alright, genuine human connection. Spending more time with my family. Honestly, my little brother, I love him so much. He's only cool because I want so he can run, but it's okay. I'll let him have some credit. The kid's like 6 feet tall, he's 15, fucking incredible at soccer, straight A's, cool as fucking school, always has friends. And he's such a good kid. And he's not like big-headed or, you know, frat boy. I did a great job with him.
Yeah.
That gives me a lot of fulfillment, honestly. Creating, photography, marketing, coming up with campaigns for whatever, helping my friends get into creating and pushing them to pursue their dreams or whatever they're good at, even if it doesn't pan out to be a main hustle, because it just makes you happier being tapped into what you are truly, you feel like is your purpose, you know? And mine is creating cool shit with cool people. Not necessarily just photography, just videography, but that's just truly the main form that probably gives me the most happiness or excitement. Makes me giddy. I pull up with a camera, I feel like a badass, one. And two, I feel like I'm so blessed to be able to capture memories that people will hold on forever. hold on to forever because I know my work is fucking awesome. So like it just makes me happy because I know I like good pictures of me.
Yeah.
Especially in good moments and cool moments. Yeah.
When you're meeting somebody, bro, how do you go about it? You just making like going around spreading good energy and just like seeing whoever bites? Like are you consciously like
It's not about like a bait and bite. It's just give.
just give?
I just give good, the best I have to offer. And if I don't, I remove myself from the situation until because it's unfair for people that want to give you something good in return, that or want to spread that positive light the same way, for you not to be able to offer that back to them, unless they're a good friend and they're going to be there for you. But the last thing I want, like for example, my rule with afters or partying, the second I don't, or I start to feel like I'm not myself anymore, or I can't offer my best self because I am sober, and I'll take some mushrooms here and there, or I'm very open about it, or like smoke some weed. But even at that, like you'll get to a point where you're so tired, and I've done it before. You take it and you feel like you're nothing. Like there's no thought that's crossing your head. There's nothing productive coming out of that interaction, and it's a bad way to portray yourself in front of someone that's never met you before too. I feel like that would be a disservice to myself and them. So I just cut myself out, remove myself from the situation. Otherwise, man, fuck what we talking about?
I was asking how you make genuine connections. You say you just you just spread it without the I'm listening.
Yes, my bad. I'm sorry. I just go off the tangent.
You're good. Yeah, you say you're spreading good energy, not expecting it back.
Exactly. The second you start expecting shit back, it's like I do you a favor, I give you a nug of weed, bro, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like 2 weeks later, I'm broke suddenly, and I ask you for like
that nug of weed I got weed. Yeah.
Bro, yeah. You mind sending me like $25?
Yeah.
It's just a nug. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of shit that just leaves a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah, for sure. I think
And you know what? You'll probably send me that $25, and then that connection down the drain for no reason.
$25.
Yeah, that friendship.
Was I only worth $25 to you? Yeah.
Bro, that and just like the principle, dog. I'd rather eat shit than put my friends in a position where they have to look at me that way. Seem like a guy with good morals and principles, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
I could tell you that.
Just been through a few things and how good you can through.
Preaching
more life experience.
Fire, bro. Yeah, that's where it's
I think I'm also a bit older than you, like 5 years older than you, so
I'm 22.
I think I just calmed down, a little more perspective on life.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just like, what I got from you right away, I was like, bro, he's a good kid, bro. Just a lot of energy. And look, I'm kind of jealous of how much energy you have.
Really?
I was telling my homeboys, I was like, I was there. And maybe it's the drinking, maybe I stopped drinking, right? And be inspired me to
I think
stop
it is, bro, because
I
I
was
was
just
just
like-
very
Because sometimes I feel like I'm dragging ass, and then I'll talk on the phone with you, and I'm like, this kid is just fucking fired up.
well, yeah, you have to be, bro.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
I live life like I'm having night terrors 24/7.
Is there anything you don't want me to ask you? No.
Okay. Chat, are we live? Can I ask you something, bro?
Yeah, ask me.
A lot of people that I told I was gonna interview you, they said to ask you if you took steroids.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely, I do.
What kind?
I am currently running test Primo and Deca.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the amounts only because I don't endorse anyone doing it themselves, because there's a whole debrief I would give someone I really care about before they even consider the idea, let alone taking action towards the steps of acquiring the steroids and beginning to take them. And I do them the right way, or as best as you can for
As
the
safely as you
resources I have. And I understand the motives behind them and my goal in the long-term grand scheme of things. Granted, I am 22 and it is a rash decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm completely aware of all the negatives and positives. I know how to read a blood panel myself. A vague description of my background. I started off as pre-med as well in college, and I'm currently getting my master's in athletic training because I just didn't want to be a doctor, and I'm bullshitting. I just have a lot of research experience, class experience, or knowledge accumulated and gained over the past few years since I was like 16 getting into this, that catapulted my understanding of the human body and what it's capable of, to being interested in pushing myself past natural limits. But as far as getting my blood work done consistently, yes, I have the best coach you can possibly find. Absolutely love him. Shout out Will Sage. Precision Elite is our team. If you need a coach, bro, I'm not just, sucking him off because he's my coach.
Yeah.
He is genuinely the best coach. He cares the most about his athletes. And honestly, he might not even take you. His roster is full usually. Genuine human being that I've come across, a mentor for me. One of the pillars in my life that has held me down and guided me in the right direction. Also been pissed off with me many times, but he still puts up with it. Great person, great coach. Get a coach no matter what. Everyone needs a coach. I have a coach and I am a coach.
I have another question.
Yeah.
People wanted me to ask you. Are you gay, straight, or bisexual?
I'm straight as fuck.
Straight as fuck.
Yeah. Never tried anything in my life, gay or bisexual. I've never even had like a threesome with another guy. I don't say that like, oh, I have gay bi fucking friends, best friends of mine that are.
People just wanted me to ask you. I think it's because
No,
of
I
the
love it,
posing.
bro.
It's because
It's
of the
cool.
posing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, bro. A lot of it's got to be fruity or, sex sells.
Yeah.
Man, and I think it's like funny. My favorite line is it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Gets the people going.
And as long as it gets the people going, man, I'm a performer. I don't care. I like the attention. I like the spotlight. Not in a greedy, egotistical way, but it's like, I'm going to give you a good time, baby. You're going to watch. I'm going to make sure you keep watching.
And content's been like your way of doing it, or now you're like more in the night. Let's transition to like now you're more like in the nightlife.
Yeah, man. I feed off of everyone's
Tell me about
energy.
that. Where do you work at right now?
I work at Willow Country Bar. We call it Country Bar, but it's not really that country of a bar. Especially since I showed up, man, we've been changing the game.
Yeah.
We're changing the vibe. The crowd is amazing. It's all the niche people, the best people that I love to party with. The only people that can drag me out and I will show up just to see them. And that was my intention going to this bar, being a part of the event promotion here as well, being a bartender there, showing my face. Building myself around this establishment was to make it like a second home where all my friends can come and have fun, like a playground, and do whatever the fuck they want, with respect.
With respect.
And
To the establishment?
yeah, of course. And the team is amazing. These people are fucking phenomenal. I just fell in the right place at the right time with the right people. Shout out Damien for bringing me on board. He's like an uncle to me. Gave me a good shot. He's our promoter, brought me in to help him out and be a part of the team. The nightlife thing was really just because I was in a tough spot. My friend Laurel, sitting over there, got me a job at the Betty barbacking, and I was eating shit for a minute, getting paid like $400 a week was like my best paycheck. And I walk out of Willow right now with easily more than that in like one night.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm like, this is unbelievable. And God is so good. And I've made fuck you money in multiple stages of my life when I shouldn't have.
Multiple stages, he's 22.
Yeah, multiple stages.
You have a lot of life
Well, before I was legal, I was making hundreds of thousands of dollars playing video games and
That's
gambling
crazy.
on skins illegally, flipping computer parts and building and selling computer parts. Shit, I even made myself a fake identity to be able to gamble on CSGO skins when I was 16 and export it to bank accounts that, But then I got into trouble with street racing and drifting, and I had a whole little thing going on with that. I beat that case, but I was in juvie for a while.
Yeah.
Then I started working out.
You started working out.
Yeah, man. And then I coached for a while last year. Online coaching, made a bag, but then I realized it wasn't fulfilling me. And genuinely, if I get down to the end of a prep and I'm tired, I don't give a fuck about other people as much as I do myself. Bye. Hey, y'all don't want to say hi to the camera? Just come say hi to the camera. Put your glasses. Put your glasses on and say. Put your glasses on and say hi to the camera. Y'all are important people in my life. Come. No. Oh, you got the camera.
Camera. All
These
right,
are my
right.
friends, my sisters.
Yeah.
Yo, for everybody watching the podcast, let's clear up the allegations. We don't fuck. We don't fuck.
They don't.
Congrats, everyone knows. Holy shit. Since we're all here at the same time, might as well.
Let's talk about
Fuck. I love you fuckers. I love you.
Do you get hit with a lot of allegations?
Hell yeah.
What's the worst allegation you've ever had? I guess cringiest.
Actually, they're not that bad. They're not that bad.
I like the cringiest. You know what I mean?
Cringiest, bro.
That one video we were talking about earlier. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Which one?
The one where someone was recording you, of someone recording you.
Oh, bro, that was like.
I'll put it on the screen for people.
Yeah,
that-
absolutely. I love that.
That
Memories where everything was as fresh Oh, it's the same thing. We're doing the same thing.
It's so
That was
fucking
great.
creep. I'll show
Story
you
behind
later.
that actually gave me a lot of knowledge towards, or taught me a lot of lessons about marketing and marketing strategies. Building a movement or a brand around a location or a theme necessarily. Like the Finding My Wife at Barton videos all popped off, and then I was instantly associated with Barton. The Allen's Boots videos, walking in there shirtless, popped off.
Yeah.
I was associated with Allen's Boots. Hey, you're the Allen's Boots guy. You're the Allen's Boots guy.
Yeah.
You're the Barton guy. Finding My Wife. You ever find your wife, bro? And then that clicked in my head, like, hey, now I'm bartending at Willow. I'm gonna make Willow, I'm gonna make myself the face of Willow. That's
Yeah.
what I'm there for. So I'm gonna start basing my content around that. And same grand scheme of things, it's the same recipe. All in good fun, but it's just like there is a science to this shit.
There's a method to the madness.
Yes. So actually, when I saw someone at the top of the hill recording my friend and I at Barton, I was like, oh, they know. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, bro, come here. Let's film some cringy shit. Rage bait these motherfuckers. And I never even posted the video that they recorded
What are
me
you
recording.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did it I posted it way later. I put it in my drafts, never posted it. But the night after that day, my ex from Pennsylvania sent me the video with 9,000 likes on TikTok. And I look at my boy and I go, oh, it's gonna blow up by the morning. It has 1 million likes by the morning, and I'm fucking shooting up followers.
Going crazy.
That was the only video of all of them that got any hate. All the other Finding My Wife at Barton videos are women purely saying the most vile, thirsty shit like you could think of.
Yeah.
And then
Like a
that,
street interview type content.
bro, and then that one video someone else shoots of me is like all hate under the thing. But
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, baby? All publicity is good publicity.
That's the way you see it. So you almost
The love always outweighs the hate, dog.
Yeah.
There's
Especially in
not-
real life.
The closest I've ever gotten to hearing any hate in person, the closest I've ever gotten was like, hey man, do you ever pay attention to your comments? Or hey man, why do you do what you do? Does it make you happy? Or like questioning my actions.
Yeah.
And that is such a favor to me.
Uh-huh.
It makes my brain work. I think I'm a pretty smart guy. Very few things make my brain actually work throughout the average day. If someone gives me a topic that intrigues me, I am forever thankful for the rest of that day.
Uh-huh.
I think I live for a good conversation, bro. So I think the questions about what I'm doing with my content, why I do it, any even like controversial questions are amazing. But I've never gotten any hate in person.
Not in person.
It's like, bro, how are you gonna hate when I'm literally just being me? I'm not trying to be better than anyone else but myself. I'm not trying to look better than anyone else but myself. You know, I'm just trying to offer the best I can for other people that I love. It's not even for random people. I could care less about random people. You know, you meet 1 million people a day. I'm nice to everybody, but that's just because it's free to be kind.
And it costs to hate.
It really does cost to hate, bro. Way more than people think. It is fucking priceless to just be a good golden person. Offer good energy. My life has already changed drastically a couple times in the past couple of months. From December, I thought I was going to get into modeling and acting in New York, move over there, or like Miami.
Yeah.
And then I decided not to because I have a foundation here. I want to build an empire in this beautiful city. I love Austin and I love my people. The girls that were just here, my sisters.
Yeah.
You know, people that I met
You
like
have your
you.
roots.
I wouldn't have
Dig
met
your
you.
roots in here, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have fucking met you if I left that early.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be here. And I trusted my gut, you know. I never second guess myself when I know I'm making the right decision. Ever. I'm very confident. But the second I start second guessing myself, I know I'm fucking up.
When you say want to build an empire, what do you mean by that?
I want to build an empire in the sense of the kids that are the coolest at the playground, not for just being cool, but for including everybody. I don't know if that makes sense, man, but there were always a few upperclassmen that when I got bullied throughout all my years of school would always look out for me a little bit. And they were nice, they were wiser. They don't necessarily have to be older, but just in that more mature state of mind, that state of thinking where you put yourself in other people's shoes and you're able to be a little bit more deep than the average person and have some layers to you. It just takes a little bit more effort and focusing on a few of the little things of just being a better human. And I want an empire as a community, or as in a community of those kinds of people. Yes, and that will uplift everybody below them because they'll include them, you know? Whether it's just as supporters of whatever I'm doing, you know, people showing up, showing out. If I'm throwing events in the nightlife scene, I love the nightlife scene for the fact that it's all good people, genuinely.
It's crazy because you don't drink.
Hell no, I don't drink, but you don't need to, bro. It's nightlife, not fucking night getting blacked out, you know? I want to live at night. I don't want to kill my body. But to each their own, man. I don't judge.
I be drinking. Podcast knows I be drinking.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I used to drink a lot, man. There was a spring break of Corpus Christi freshman year. I would pull up to the beach with at least 3 to 6 shooters and 2 handles of Jose Cuervo for myself.
Sheesh, for yourself, huh?
2 little handles. I have pictures too. I have at least like a whole folder of me chugging bottles straight. I drank a whole Tito's bottle one night, a whole Crown bottle one night.
Oh my God, bro.
I've done crazy shit, like Steve will do it shit, but even worse.
Yeah.
And I've been fine. But I came back that year with elevated liver enzymes at 18 years old, 19 years old. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, bro, that's like dangerous, yeah.
I was also drawing out my joints, getting tendonitis from drinking, working out, drinking, working out, drinking. I would never miss a workout. I would just binge eat, drink, work out, and I would stay in decent shape. And then I also take steroids now, so bodybuilding helped me get out of that.
You really need to start watching your health.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely about not doing anything worse than I already am to my body. I don't want to take advantage of the blessed genetics I have of tolerating steroids. I have no bad side effects, except maybe a little hair loss, but I don't even care, bro. I'll buy that shit. Go to Turkey. I have family there.
Let me know when you go.
It's like, fuck all y'all giving me bullshit for my hair because I got more hair on my dick than half y'all have on your body. Stupid bitches. I have hair everywhere except my fucking head. I stopped drinking because I want to be aware of everything going on around me. I have a high tolerance with everything too, literally everything. So it just is going to be completely detrimental to my health if I kept going. It's completely against every goal I have. Makes me more depressed than any concoction of drugs I've ever taken at any amount. It's poison for me, personally. Some people react completely differently. Drinking is like people that take steroids and have all the negative side effects and hate it and never go back to it. That's like what it did to me. And I drank more than motherfuckers do in 10 years in 1 year, bro. I had more experiences my freshman year of college. And, you know, had all the experiences, more so than people do in a decade. I promise that. In the most fucked up way. It was like a crazy fucking year. But, you know, I became a social butterfly that year.
Yeah, that's when you broke out of your shell?
That's when I broke out of my shell and I learned to build a community, learned to build a network, learned to make genuine human connections, friends I still talk to this day. That's the first time I felt like I had people. So, and I've learned how to find people, you know, and then learn more about people, how to read people, how to understand humans, why we do what we do, and then understand how to deal with the emotions that come from human actions, which is such a big deal. Bro, I'd put a bitch in this position any day.
We left off, you said you want to build an empire. I asked you,
yes,
what does that look like? Like,
I think
and then you answered that pretty well. You said you want a community of people who are like,
I want a community of deeper thinkers, and I want a community
where people treat each other with nice, with kindness, like inclusivity.
Well, I want a community of deeper people because I feel like everyone has roles to play in life, and I don't mean this in a egotistical or narcissistic, ignorant way, but you know, someone has to do it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And not everyone is going to be extraordinary. Everyone is special in their own way. I feel like everyone definitely has a purpose. No one is below the next person, but there are definitely deeper people, but those people are willing to put in the effort to be able to learn and grow themselves to that level, to be able to claim that title, you know, to be included in that tier of people. And those are the people who guide and show others that aren't able to put that together at the level of understanding that they've accumulated to that stage of their life. Not to say that they can't grow into that next level, and then so on, so on. Those are the people that are going to be the trailblazers, the ones that are able to mitigate, that are able to delegate, that are able to communicate. And those are the people that you need at the forefront of any empire, of any movement. And those aren't the people that are just really good at what they do. They're really good at what they do, but are humble about it. And they're able to carry themselves and represent whatever it is accordingly. That's very important. You can't have people fucking up and thinking they're better than everyone else or anyone else.
So you think
Not
you're
even
humble?
one person.
Do you think you're humble?
I think I do my best.
Do your best.
Yeah, I like, you know, like I said, it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Yeah.
I say a lot of shit that I don't really mean. But I also don't take myself too seriously.
seriously.
I just take what I do very seriously. So
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I don't give a flying fuck if you don't like me. There are so many more people that'll love me for just being me and don't even know me maybe than people that'll hate me and express that to me. At the end of the day, I couldn't care less. And I also really don't give a fuck about social media either. I'm tapped out, bro. I'm unplugged.
You're unplugged?
You really ask me about anything going on social media, motherfucker, I won't have any idea. My friends ask me, hey, you seen that TikTok? You seen that meme of this and that? No, bro, I'm sorry,
I feel
but
like it's a natural question. I'm also getting to know you. You know what I mean? I feel like I
no,
wouldn't ask that
totally,
question.
bro. I mean, I was making my money off social media. Like, it's a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
I love it. It's creating. That's a part of my life. I use it as a chapter book, a storyline, a timeline. It describes to me phases of my life and certain pictures that you might not know the context behind. I know. And I know what was happening, and I know, oh, that's such a cool memory. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember what conversation we had right before that picture or whatever. You know, little shit like that. And then, of course, my actual pictures are dope as fuck, too, because people need to like that shit.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't post anything that I wouldn't like myself. Don't want to waste people's time. But I am completely unplugged from that shit, man. I keep my notifications off.
Yeah.
I don't check any of them until like maybe a random morning or some shit.
When you have time.
When I have the time, man, I ain't obligated to do nothing for nobody. I don't owe shit.
Facts.
They're consuming my shit, bro. They can do it on my time. I love them. I love anybody. They is like anybody supporting me. I love them, but I gotta put my oxygen mask on before the plane crashes, before I can put someone else's that I care about's on. Because I can't help anyone without helping myself first. You know, and I'm gonna be damn quick to help you right after, but bro, I gotta take care of me. I've been spreading myself too thin a lot of my life.
Yeah.
Not as a people pleaser, but as a, I don't know, thoughtful person. Just being empathetic towards others. Let me tell you what I think the biggest weakness people with a high social IQ have, or the biggest detriment. That is that you're able to recognize other people's bullshit when they're trying to hide it. So it's very difficult to just be in an ignorance is bliss mindset and walk around like everything's sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, I'm a happy ass person and nothing is gonna bother me no matter how fucked up it is and I find out. Like, I'm okay with myself. I'm gonna move on with my day no matter what, even if it happens to me.
You see through people's bullshit.
I see through people's bullshit, man, and when it's people I care about, I'll put that on myself for sure. I try my best to do something to help.
Yeah.
And that can definitely end up being spreading yourself too thin. Even if it is the people you love, man. There's a lot of people I love. A lot of people that I'm able to put myself second for to some extent and eat their emotional weight.
Yeah.
Put that on my chest for a minute so they can breathe. I wear everything on my sleeve so nothing builds up inside of me and I never blow up. I can't fake anything. I cut corners my whole life. My dad would always call me out on my bullshit because he's even better at reading people than I am.
Yeah.
And he has an insanely high social IQ.
Yeah.
Bro, he's my
Probably
dad.
where you get it from?
Yeah, probably. He's a smart motherfucker. He knows how to work himself around a room, read a room, and learn unthinkable skills just off of YouTube, and he doesn't even know how to work a phone. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This guy's on another project every other day, building shit, you know, whatever. He's done the most with his life. That's a whole different story.
I know you said that one of your goals is to build an empire. We talked about that already. But
Yeah.
in the nightlife scene, with your photography in the after hours,
So, my photography, that is the main hustle. What really makes
y'all
me
didn't
happy.
see behind the scenes, but homeboy was actually like logged in, like putting all the settings on the camera and setting up the tripod and the camera, and I was like, oh shit.
I just shot for Bruce right before this, and the
Yeah.
clothing brand I'm sponsored by. Shout out Iron Willed. We got the dagger right here. Here's the Iron Willed. We had a little pop up at Lift ATX, and I shot out for Bruce. We showed out for Bruce, took some pictures, videos. But yes, I do have a team of shooters. I delegate accordingly.
A team of shooters.
Yeah, I got a team of shooters, bro. We don't miss. I call my studio Evil Eye Photography.
Evil left.
Evil Eye Photography because of the watchful eye. You know, looks over us, blocks out the haters. Very big belief in my culture, Persian culture. I was raised pretty Middle Eastern, and I speak Farsi as well, and Arabic. So, you know, if I'm working at Willow and running the nightlife side of my life and my goals, that's one of my goals. Work my way up in nightlife, maybe own a bar, be able to
That's
do.
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, man, maybe a club actually.
Club.
Own a club, be a promoter for myself, have all the tools that I need necessary and resources built out of my own empire,
Yeah.
my own arsenal of tools and tricks up my sleeve. Be able to do all my own media, content creation, and be a creative director through experience of doing my own shoots, having my own ideas and conducting everything within my close friends. You know, because we all feed off of each other and we learn and we win together.
Yeah.
And I want to get my people paid. I'm very straightforward, and I'm a stand-up dude, I like to think. You know, especially with money, because money comes and goes. I made a lot of it, lost a lot of it. And a lot of people that haven't done either of those don't have a great concept of money, whether how easy it is to make, how hard it is to make.
Yeah.
And I think that just is the only thing holding them back from making more of it. Sometimes you just need to get there to be able to get there faster again. It's like muscle memory, you know?
Yeah.
Like working out in the gym.
Yeah, I was saying like something like working out.
Yeah, once you get it, you know, like.
Or once you know how, once you've gotten it once, it's almost like you've broken that mental barrier.
Hustler's ambition, dog. I'm a lifelong hustler. So with the nightlife scene, I want to be able to do all my own shit. I want to own my own shit.
Yeah.
And the only thing I like more than partying myself is throwing a badass party for badass people. I'm always going to give a good time. I want to be that dude where they're like, oh, it's Ryan's party? Damn, it's going to be a good time.
It's gonna be a fucking lit function.
It's not going to be shady. It's not going to be drama. It's just going to be fucking good time with good people. All my friends, all the coolest people that people gravitate towards when they invite them to a party. They're like the kind of people that, you know, you show up for because you know it's going to be a good time. Those are the only people I want.
I think we,
There's so much.
is there anything you came on to talk about specifically? Did you like, or like, I want to get this off my chest, or I want to let the people know this? Because have you done a podcast before?
No, man. The last time I did a podcast was like 3 years ago.
So
With my boys just fucking around.
I think some of your people probably want to watch this. And maybe, I always get this, that people learn things about their friends that they didn't even know that entire time.
Yeah,
Because
man.
nobody really sits down and has like an intentional interview style conversation with their friends.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So,
I know, man. I do my best to get to know as many things as my friends or about my friends as possible, more so than the average person does. Like, you know, how many siblings you got? Are you close with your siblings? Like, what were your parents like, bro? What's your grandma like?
yeah.
Do you love your family? Shit like that. What were your struggles growing up? What are you struggling with now? But what are you gonna do to fix that? I like pushing my friends and challenging them.
Really?
I really do. I've gotten a lot of fulfillment for pushing a few of my friends, for example, who wanted to start social media, and they have the talent for it, even more so than I do, or the personality that I do, in their own way, and they have absolutely crushed it. All they needed was a little like pinch in the ass.
Yeah.
And that's all I take responsibility for, just the pinch, just cheering them on, being my friends' biggest fans. Like, it's free to support your homies.
Yeah.
No one fucking talks about that. It is so free to support your friends, and it's free to be nice, that why the fuck are you acting like you're too broke to do it? That's unbelievable. I don't think it's excusable at all not to put yourself aside for 2 seconds to support your homies in whatever they're doing. Because then you're just, if you can't even do something that's free, what's gonna happen when you gotta put up some money or something for somebody that you care about? And then you're gonna really show your true colors. All in good faith, like all in the right, under the right circumstances, of course, when I say money. But once there's actually some value to something and you don't just have to sacrifice 5 minutes of your time, you're definitely not gonna do that if you're not even gonna do something that's free for someone you claim to love. That's crazy. And that community, that empire I'm talking about, is going to be full of motherfuckers that support their homies, even in the slightest way. Coming up in photography, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my boy Carlos Gallegos, my friend Hector Alvarez from the gym.
Lift
Both of
ATX,
them
right?
lift ATX.
I've met them,
Lift
but I've
ATX.
never. I would like to have a sit-down conversation with them. I've never.
I would.
I see that. I say hi to them in passing.
Both incredible humans with a lot of experiences and a lot of lives lived. Carlos just had a kid. Shout out my boy. Hector, my fucking ride or die. That was my brother, my companion that I lean on a lot. You know, send him pictures, talk about life, just check up on each other.
Yeah.
It's like an older brother to me, man. The love is endless, and he keeps it real as fuck with me. He's definitely called me out on my bullshit. Same with Los. Los taught me everything I knew about photography getting started, completely changed my perspective on a still image and capturing a moment and a feeling, an emotion, not just pixels and a digital photo. And Carlos is honestly one of the greatest creative minds I've ever came across, and I've met quite a few at this point, and there's so many more I'm going to meet. He is forever like a tattoo to my brain of this is the standard. And he just keeps on getting better. It's ridiculous. All in all, support your homies, be a good person, good deeds, good thoughts, good actions. I got that tatted on my leg.
Yeah.
Principles of Zoroastrianism. It's just a basic concept of a way of life.
Yeah.
And it's one of the oldest
Religions.
ways of belief.
Yeah,
Belief systems.
belief systems.
And it's Persian. Those are actually what I live by. Good deeds, good thoughts, good actions. I believe in God as well, but not necessarily religious, just good deeds, good thoughts, good actions, and supporting my homies. I just try to offer the best I can without spreading myself too thin and choosing the right people, man. I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. I like to think.
Yeah, man, I think you're a good kid.
Thanks, bro. I like to have sex.
You have a... All right. You know, maybe I'd change my mind.
What are you talking about? Bro, let me bust a nut. Bro, I want to get another tat. I don't know what I was going to get, though. I'm thinking about it. Y'all give me suggestions. Give me new tattoo ideas.
Drop them in the comments.
I've drawn a lot of my own tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that good of a drawer. You must be a decent drawer. Because
I'm pretty artistic, dog. I usually take shrooms and make art.
Make art?
All the art in my house is painted by myself.
Really?
Spray painted or drawn. I was a UIL artist in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Yeah. I got through high school drawing because I have ADHD. My SAT, I got a 1510 or a 1520.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like 80 points off of a perfect score. And then
wait. Oh, I forgot, bro. I'm old as fuck, so I think
it's not
24.
the 24.
Yeah.
You're like, this kid's stupid bragging about this.
I was like, that's pretty good. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, he's a fucking retard. No.
Wait, because you said 15 what?
1520, I think. 1510 or 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Back then, and that's damn near perfect score.
Okay. Yeah.
The only problems I got wrong were because I started drawing on the math section. I got bored.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was high as fuck doing that test too. It's great.
Your SAT, you're high as fuck.
Yeah. I
Why?
didn't give a fuck.
Oh, you didn't give a fuck.
I was making money, man. But I realized
Oh, you're
last
already
second,
tuned out then of school.
I only got into school because of my SAT. I had a 2.8 GPA, 4 and 5s on all my AP tests.
Yeah.
Almost aced all my tests. Just didn't do homework or show up to class. Because like it was like me slapping my teachers with my cock and big dicking them. I'm like, bro, you are useless to me.
Yeah.
Just give me my fucking test, let me leave. I wish I could have been homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
Sex, the type of sex that makes you like, the type of sex that makes you have to take breaks and like relocate.
Yeah.
And then wipe sweat off, drink a fucking water,
Switch the condom.
hit your vape and condom.
Oh, you don't use the kids?
No comment.
No deal.
I get tested though. I make sure I know where it goes. Yay. Oh, fuck, can you press up? So let's talk about this. The way that I the way that I learn anything or work my way up so fast in anything that I do, because I pretty much, I do move fast. I don't try to cut corners anymore, of course. It takes a little longer. You got to work harder. If you work harder, you can still accomplish this process in the same amount of time. I think I gather and accumulate a shit ton of knowledge about whatever topic it is, vague or narrow, in that space, and it's all up here like a bubble in my head. ADHD is like ba 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 ba. And then I start piecing it all together. This is where sobriety helps, because you remember everything very clearly. No matter what drugs I'm on, if anything, they make me think even deeper. And
Or in a different perspective.
Or in a different perspective, exactly. And perspective to me is the only thing that's worth paying for at this point. Because experiences give you perspective. Everything is perspective, not experiences. So perspective is the greatest thing we could ever really expect out of anything.
Perspective, knowledge, experiences, yeah.
Exactly. So I accumulate all this knowledge, and then I sit down once I feel like I'm, ready to put it to use. And then I put puzzles together. I'm like, all right, this is a goal. Now, how can I use pieces of this knowledge to reach this goal? And then I start building little vision boards or processes to get shit done. Instead of just sitting there, this is a difference between people that get up and do stuff and sit around and talk about it.
Yeah.
This is what sets you apart, because people can absolutely do the first part of this process, accumulate all this random knowledge, all these floating pieces and statements and facts, all these connections, these friendships, genuine human connections, all that. But at the end of the day, we all have to have some kind of purpose, fulfillment, and we have to survive, put food on our table. So to actually do something means, to put into action and start trying to mold everything together. Or at least if you can't, talk to somebody and get a business partner that can handle that aspect of things, and you give him the knowledge and he puts it together. If you feel overwhelmed, delegate. The only thing you should be paying other people for is shit that you're not as good as them at, and you don't want to be as good as them at. So that's also a topic that I wanted to talk about, my order of operations and the way I think.
The way you think, how you go about.
Yeah, how I go
problem
about,
solving.
reaching goals that I have set for myself. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. I don't want to make the video too long, so.
I like it long.
You like it long?
No, but we can do short this time.
We can keep it short this time. I feel like we already went past the short.
I'm already
thing.
getting pinky toe cramps. We can cut it short.
All right. Why are you getting pinky toe cramps?
You never get pinky toe cramps?
No.
You ain't fucking hard enough.
What? Why would you get a pinky toe cramp?
Bro, you don't know about the pinky toe cramp. Bro.
I've actually gotten one on my foot.
Yeah?
You know what? I get them right here.
Bro.
I need to stretch.
Everywhere. Hammies, butt, abs. I've been doing crazy. I'm a freak. I'm a hip flexor.
What's your favorite position?
I have a hyperextended hip flexor on my left side from soccer I played through, and it's just fucked me my whole life. I have a torn rectus femoris here. You can actually see an indentation in my leg right here. This is my quad.
Yeah.
It's torn. This is like, and then this is totally fine. This has a hole.
Yeah, no, I see a difference.
It's a divot. It's like a cock.
I see that.
Yeah. And I played through that. Sport shit. Athlete shit. My favorite position? My favorite position, bro, I'm gonna drop some knowledge.
All right, go for it.
Well, I like to do this. Nah, I don't want to say this.
You don't have to say it all.
I don't know. My mom might see this, bro.
We've said it a lot.
I'm even open to having an OnlyFans, to be honest. Like, I don't care what I put on the internet. I have a schlong. It's fine. Like, you can see my schlong if you pay for it. But I don't necessarily want to have a professional conversation that my mom might see and I might show.
You're good.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I like to fuck a bitch. I like to flip a bitch this way and then fold her in half like a pretzel. yeah. And then I just blow my load all in her eye. No. But
We'll save it for a different.
But I love doggy, bro. Yeah, talking about doggy.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Or what were the girls like? And like she's.
What is there a name for that? I know what you're talking about. Is there a name
I'm
for that?
talking about?
Is there a name for that?
I don't know the names. I just know how to put them in those positions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's, hey, how do you feel about transitioning between positions? Because I'll tell you something, it's very underrated to have smooth transitions between your fucks. Like you change from missionary to doggy, it's like a whole process and people make it awkward. If you're smooth,
you could do it like right here, then you could fuck up sideways, then you could like rotating the leg over.
Exactly. See
like
what I'm saying? There's levels. Like there's details. You can't just jump the gun.
Yeah.
There is warming up the engine,
Yeah.
but then you also don't want to skip gears. Huh?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't about to go from second to fucking fifth gear.
Preaching to the choir over here, bro. Yeah.
No, for real. We're just talking shit.
just
We're
talking.
shooting the shit. They might not know. Come on, man.
Or, you know, I've noticed even some dudes don't care. I'm like, bro, how do y'all not care about this? Like,
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know, bro, I just fucking go. I'm like, brother,
You don't care about your Yelp reviews, my boy? Like, come on. What are you talking
they
about?
talk, bro. Because they talk.
They do talk.
They be
Well,
talking.
I don't know, man. The ones I talk to don't talk. I don't like it like that. I am very selective now. You know the amount of girls that have reached over the bar, grabbed me, and been like, I want to fuck you straight to my face.
Jesus Christ.
Said some vile shit. I'm like, that's somebody's daughter, bro. I'm traditional Middle Eastern. Like, I just want to settle down with a nice girl.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a girl to come home to after this nightlife bullshit. I don't care what she does. Just want her to have goals and ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Very at peace with myself at this point, to where I'm able to offer that to someone else, like emotional availability at least. There's just a lot of no's in my in my eyes right now. I'm just not in a rush for the selection that I see in front of me, except for one. There's one girl that I like.
There be this one girl.
There be this one girl.
Does she know who she is?
She does know. She does absolutely know who she is.
Okay.
Yeah. She knows who the fuck she is for sure. Yeah, she's cool people, man. But time will tell.
Time will tell.
But I always give people the benefit of the doubt, especially when they show me the same energy I give in return. I think that, wow, man, I think one thing that I said a while ago was it's so underrated to thank people for giving you a piece of their energy when they have none to give.
You didn't say that earlier? That's a good one.
No, I've said that before.
Oh, before.
A while back, and it just came to my head. I think it's so underrated to thank people for going out of their way to show a good face or put on a good face to bring you up, despite whatever they're going through. And that's not necessarily the right way to go about things either, emotionally or like, you know, as a human. But I think that's so underrated. And that's something I would look for, honestly, in the kind of person I want to be with. Yeah, I would do that too, without hesitation.
But you already kind of do it, though. Being, you know, being yourself.
Yeah, the only person I would see it being valid to do so for is your blood family.
Yeah.
Or your significant other, man. Best friends, of course, amazing. Yes, you'll probably do it no matter what. But like, it's totally valid to also help yourself before you can help other people. But sometimes, you know, you gotta be a man too. Very strong in the belief that men should be aware or self-aware, emotionally in tune, definitely tune down the masculinity sometimes. It's cool to do that, but you also gotta be a fucking man. You gotta do man shit. You gotta fucking hold your balls tight and suck shit out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gay. You gotta be able to hold your balls tight and eat shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Gotta just suck it up.
Go through some shit.
Go through some shit, man. I love bullying too. I love the concept of bullying. It built me, man. It built me like a
I was
fucking...
say you say you was built. Yeah, earlier you say you was getting bullied and stuff.
All my life, bro. All my life. I was just
What?
misunderstood.
You're nice. I mean, I mean
I
now.
was
though.
always so nice. I had a good heart
Yeah.
as a kid. It made me feel bad looking back and thinking of myself as a kid. I was like, damn, feel bad for that little kid, man. He was such a nice motherfucker. But I would act out, you know, kids don't want their kids to be, or parents don't want their kids to be friends with a kid that's always acting out at school.
Yeah.
And I was acting out, man, but I was also prescribed Adderall. So that fucked up my personality. Actually having ADHD just made me like a stone cold brick wall. Gave me anxiety, completely tuned me out of any emotional connection that I could have had with anyone at a deeper level, because I didn't even know how to think. I didn't even know who I was when I got off it. The come downs were horrible. The fluctuations in my hormones were absolutely fucking trash.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so cruel to put anyone through that, especially a kid, I feel like. And they were so quick to diagnose me with it. I feel like a fucking survivor every time I talk about it now. I didn't realize I'd make a joke out of it for so long.
Yeah.
But man, I could have still been on that shit and I would have been nothing. I couldn't even study on that shit.
Just you, but like a dialed back version of you.
Bro, it was just a shell of myself.
Yeah.
Nothing.
When you went to college, did you stop taking them? Is that
Oh,
was
it
that
would
what
also
happened?
kill my creativity.
Yeah.
I stopped taking them because I felt like I did not need any more help.
When was that?
Well, that was when I got out of juvie.
Okay.
I felt like I did not want help from anyone. I'm going to fix my life myself and stop relying on anybody, because the only thing I had guaranteed in this life
And that's when you started hitting the gym.
was myself.
Yeah.
And my body. Your body is all that you're guaranteed in this life. You are you are incapable of hating yourself in a body you love. And all you are blessed with in this life is your mind and your body. So why the fuck wouldn't you take care of it when it's also free to go out and exercise? It is free to do all these things. Don't bullshit yourself. Fucking cavemen were in better shape than you are.
Yeah.
They were doing shit for free. They didn't even have money back then. What are you doing? It's so simple. People want to overcomplicate everything, man, just because they're bitches and they want to put in the work.
All right, brother. Is there anything else you wanted to say to the people, or any closing remarks?
Closing remarks.
Anyone you want to shout out?
Man, there's so many people I could shout out. Shout out my family. Shout out you for having me on. Elias for introducing me to Ruben.
Shout out to Elias.
Shout out to EJ
Shopping,
for introducing me to
basically.
Elias. Shout out to my friends, my closest friends. You know who you are. My sisters, the girls that were here.
Yeah,
And
they're cool.
shout out to anybody that's going through shit, man. I hope you don't figure it out. I'm kidding. Yo.
It's fucked up.
Oh, man. Y'all just go do what makes you happy, man. That's all it is. And for anyone trying to get into content creation, just a little side note, that's also a big thing I tell people. Just post shit that you would watch over and over again and makes you happy. Because why the fuck would you expect someone else to love seeing something that you don't enjoy yourself? And then your standard of yourself will go up over time and your content will improve. And
I can second that. That's literally happened with me. Like after
Yeah.
this, like with this one, I'm probably later on today, like I'll sit down, I'm like, wipe out like all my old shit. Cause I'm like,
Done it
I'm like, yeah, I'm like looking at them like, ugh, like get out of the way.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
My archives is all those old Gymshark style photos I was talking about. I said Gymshark, like OG Gymshark, just kids flexing in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, I still hit that shit, you know, because I compete. I'm a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But I don't make that my personality.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate y'all the most because y'all get the fucking metrics up. Like this video,
A little yap sesh.
little yap sesh, and
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content.
Thank you,
I hope you
boy.
come back, bro. You know what I mean?
I would love to come back.
We'll give it some time, and I'll do some better preparations with the camera and stuff. I apologize about
I'm
that.
a relationship guy, baby.
Where do they follow you on Instagram? I was about to shut it.
On my Instagram, at Ryan.SHAFIEE, at Ryan.Shafi. On
Shafi.
Instagram and TikTok.
On TikTok.
Yes, YouTube will be coming soon.
YouTube will be coming soon.
I'm just a busy guy. I promise it'll come.
So, yeah, bro, we talked about it. You do a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
I love it though.
Till next time.
Busy is a blessing.
I wouldn't want to do anything else.
For
Imagine
real.
if I had no motion.
Bro,
I'd
no.
fucking cry.
Bro, no motion is my greatest fear.
Legit.
My greatest fear is not living up to my full potential. I feel like I'm so blessed to have so many gifts and talents to give to the world. I'm such a piece of shit if I sit around and don't do anything with it. You know? Someone's got to do it, man.
With life.
Real shit.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right.